Backyard. I just got off the phone with my boy Jay Farron, and me and him was having a discussion. And I'm not sure if everybody who knows this, fight fans and everything like that. The UFC 151 was supposed to be next Saturday. Well, that whole card is canceled. For those who don't know, Dan Henderson blew his MCL or something like that, and can't fight. So a couple of guys said, "Hey, I'll step up and fight." One guy being Chael Sonnen, and he was like, "Hey, I'll fight him." Well, then John Jones came back and was like, "No, I'm not gonna fight him on short notice." Right. Well, there's a few, and me and my boy was talking, and a few things we came to the conclusion about. One of the things that we definitely agree on is that when you the champion, you have different responsibilities than everybody else. Like, you're the champion of an organization, like, and you're a champion of a division. You're supposed to defend your title. I would understand, I guess, the whole short notice. Chael Sonnen can play that card all on short notice, because he's the one who just got the call. John Jones was already scheduled to fight. Second, the only difference between Dan Henderson and Chael Sonnen is that Dan Henderson has much more KO power in both hands. So, to me, that's a less of a threat, because everybody knows what Chael tried to do. Chael he wants to take you down and beat you up. He said no to the fight. It's two sides. Like, I can understand him, and as a fighter, and being like, I understand, like, you have to look out for yourself. I get that. I understand that. But here's the thing: I don't respect, and I don't agree with, and what I think is selfish. Anytime someone would let somebody, or not let somebody, anytime someone that will let a whole event crumble and can't, like, just crumble and cancel because they don't want to fight. And like I said before, a guy on short notice with a guy who is just like your initial opponent, just with much less KO power, because you don't want to fight on short notice. You was already scheduled to fight. He's already been training. Chael is the one that's probably ain't been training. He's been on TV like 2-3 times a week since his Anderson Silva fight, talking to people. I highly doubt he's been in the gym like that. You would let the whole show be canceled, and it's not about the event itself. It's about those other guys. Like, everybody who knows, in any sort of business, everybody is not in the same position. Everybody's not making making the same amount of money. Think about all those guys who are hurting, who are affected the most by this. Those are the guys like the undercard guys. You're depriving them of getting paid because you don't want to fight a similar opponent who's much less dangerous. That's selfish. That's dishonorable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being somebody who who's trying to get, you know, and me being somebody who's trying to get to that level, and who wants to be at that level, I find that dishonorable and selfish. Like, I'm all for you gotta look out for yourself, but at the same time you gotta think about those other guys, because at one point you was at that point. You weren't making no bread like that with it. You would have been in the same position. You would have been in the same position not too long ago if a main event guy decided not to fight and the whole show got canceled. You wouldn't have got paid. Them guys don't get paid for next Saturday. They not fighting. They get paid to fight. I may not have a lot of fights under my belt. I'm trying to get there. I may not have a lot of fights on my belt, but I can't see. I'm not in that position either. But I'm not a selfish dude. Anybody that know me, I'm not selfish. Anybody that know me and don't even necessarily like me, can't. That's one thing they can't say about me is selfish. So I can't understand, and I can't respect the guy that will let other people suffer just because you don't feel like doing something. There's guys who would love to be in that position. Love to be in that position right now. I know a plethora of guys that love to be in a position as UFC champion, considered the best in the world. I would love to be in that position. There's guys that's been in the UFC, retired or whatever, like Randy Couture. Randy Couture was champion in 2 different weight classes, fighting 4 times. Like my boy pointed out to me, fighting 4 times in 6 months, because he's defending 2 belts. Come on, man. All right, neighbor back there, but I can't get with that. Dude lost a lot of. I know he lost a lot of respect amongst fans, but more so as peers. Because as fighters, we got to look out for each other. We got to. The sport already is looked at in such a negative light anyway. We got to look out for each other. If we don't look out for each other, who else is gonna look out for us? I can't get with that. Not taking away what, like this ain't even about what's being done inside the cage. Cause can't nobody deny what John Jones do inside the cage. Dude is an animal. He's a monster. But